Chairman Royce, members of the committee, thank you very much for having us here today. We are 2 years into this conflict, and we are in the midst of a grim and escalating humanitarian crisis. We've heard the grim statistics. Behind each of these statistics are profound stories of loss and particular impact on the women and children who are always the most affected by conflict. We heard these stories in January when the three of us traveled to the region, and it really hits home how profoundly brutal this war is when you stand at the border of Syria and Jordan at night and literally watch thousands of families walk across that border, mainly women and children. I want to just cover a few key points today. First, our humanitarian mandate is one of the most important expressions of who we are as Americans, and the U.S. government is helping those in need throughout Syria. Since the conflict began 2 years ago, our aid has been a lifeline to more than 2.4 million people, including those in areas affected by the worst violence in Idlib, in Aleppo, in Daraa. We are working through all channels, through the United States, international organizations, NGOs, local Syrian groups, and networks to reach all who are in need throughout Syria. We're working closely with the Syrian Opposition Coalition's Assistance Coordination Unit, or ACU, which is now playing a vital role in coordinating international aid going into Syria. USAID has a full-time liaison working with the ACU to build that relationship, to share information, coordinate the assistance, and help the ACU have greater capacity to do more. Our assistance is reaching all 14 governments, and approximately 60% of our aid is reaching those in contested and opposition-held areas. We've prioritized food, basic medical and trauma care, relief supplies. In Aleppo Governorate, 50 bakeries were reopened with enough flour from USAID to bake daily bread for 210,000 people. And working with a cadre of very brave doctors, mainly Syrians, we're supporting 144 hospitals, health clinics, and mobile units who are providing essential care and especially looking at the needs of women and children who are affected by this conflict. My second point is that all of this is not enough. The growing crisis is outpacing the international response capacity. We have a problem of access. The single greatest factor limiting humanitarian aid is that we need more access across battle lines. We need cross-border access. We are simply not able to reach everyone in need. There are not enough resources. Simply put, there is not enough money to reach the scale of this need. We continue to urge all countries to follow through on the generous commitments they made at the pledging conference in Kuwait in late January. It is imperative for all countries to step forward, to share the burden. We invite you to add your voices to that call. Security is a constant concern. Every day, I get reports of humanitarian aid workers who have been kidnapped, targeted, clinics and bakeries bombed. Just last month, 3 USAID-funded medical clinics were bombarded. 1 was destroyed by a mortar shell. 10 people were killed. So to protect our humanitarian partners, to ensure the aid can continue and reach those in need, we are not branding much of our assistance, which goes to my third point. We are working hard to ensure that the Syrian people know the United States is the largest donor and that the American people are standing by them in this hour of need. We're working with our partners to find ways to safely and selectively brand when they can in one of the most dangerous and complex humanitarian environments on earth right now. They are engaging intensively with local leaders at every level to make sure they understand where the aid is coming from. We're amplifying our support through official visits to the region, intensive regional media engagement, and making a full government-wide push to communicate directly to the Syrians. This hearing today is a wonderful opportunity of how we can further that message. So again, our thanks. My fourth and final point is that in addition to humanitarian assistance, as Ambassador Ford has detailed, the U.S. is investing in Syria's transition to help the Syrian opposition deliver. We recognize they need to deliver on meeting Syrian needs now. So we're working with them through offices like the Office of Transition Initiatives to identify priority projects, both immediate and longer term, that can help the Syrians. Our continued assistance and support for the Syrian people is a vital investment in the stability of a region that's at the heart of our U.S. national security interests, and our humanitarian help is a crucial expression of our American values and our solidarity with the Syrians at this tragic time. We know our humanitarian assistance will not end the bloodshed, but it is saving millions of lives and preventing a tragic situation from becoming worse. Thank you.